So if you've ever talked to me for more than like 2 minutes, you'd probably know that I like rock climbing. I feel like my friends are probably tired of hearing me talk about rock climbing, but this video is about rock climbing. Over spring break, I only got to go home for a few days, but I did get the chance to go bouldering outside a few times, which is the best kind of climbing, and I will not debate that. One of the days I just ended up going by myself, but wouldn't you know it, me and my friend Kevin ran into each other at the exact same place. So we climbed together for a bit. We tried a really hard climb that he'd done before, but he was trying to repeat this year. I had done an easier variant of it, but hadn't done this start. Neither of us got off the ground in about an hour and a half of trying. So he packed up and went home because he had work in a bit, but I stayed for a while and moved on to a climb called Green Screen. Really quick for those that don't know. Boulders are graded on a scale from V0 to V17. It's complicated and subjective and kind of dumb, but it generally gives you a good idea of how hard a climb is. V0 is something that pretty much anyone in the world could do. V17 is something that would cause most climbers to have an existential crisis. The progression from 0 to 17 also isn't exactly linear. Kind of looks like this. Anyways, this climb was a V9. Now, I've never done a V9 outside before. I've done V9 inside plenty of times. I got really close to getting a V10 outside.
Fuck!
Really close. But I have yet to send past V8 outside, so this would have been a pretty big first for me. Problem was, this climb is really long. Most boulders are about 10-15 feet tall, you know, about the size of this wall right here. And there's usually not that much horizontal climbing in there. This climb, on the other hand, was like 30 feet long. And I have no endurance. There was a lot of this.
Fuck. Oh my god.
And there was a lot of this.
Fuck. Sorry.
I didn't end up getting green screen that day, but sometimes it's just how it goes. You spend 90% of your time falling or just sitting on the ground staring at a wall, and like 10% of your time actually climbing when you go climbing, which is not a good ratio for people that don't really understand the sport. But at the end of that 10%, when you're standing on top of a boulder, it's just nothing better.